Just a few years ago, Spain was often called the sick man of Europe, but look at this. In 2024, Spain's economy is projected to grow over 3%, dwarfing the Eurozone average and leaving giants like Germany in the negative. It's a stunning reversal. Remember 2013? Unemployment was at a staggering 27%. Today, that number has more than halved and Spanish cities are buzzing with a new energy. This isn't just a comeback, it's a complete reinvention. So, how did a country on the brink of collapse pull off one of the most remarkable economic turnarounds of the century? And more importantly, is this new Spanish miracle built on solid ground, or are there cracks hidden just beneath the surface? To understand the present, we have to go back to the past. The year is 2008. Spain's decade-long, debt-fueled real estate boom comes to a screeching halt. The property bubble bursts, leaving a landscape littered with abandoned construction sites and ghost towns. The dream of homeownership turned into a nightmare for millions. The human cost was immense. Unemployment lines snaked around city blocks, and protests erupted as people felt their future slipping away. The banking sector, overexposed to the real estate collapse, was on life support. The European Union had to step in with a massive €100 billion bailout just to prevent a total systemic meltdown. The immediate crisis was averted, but it was like putting a bandage on a deep wound. The underlying problems hadn't gone away. They were just papered over, waiting for a real solution. That solution started to arrive in the form of three new, powerful pillars of growth. First, the European Union's next-generation recovery funds. Imagine billions of euros flowing into Spain, not just to patch holes, but to build for the future. This money is being funneled into transformative projects, upgrading the national high-speed rail network, creating green, urban spaces, and kickstarting a domestic electric vehicle industry. This isn't a bailout. It's a strategic investment in Spain's long-term competitiveness. The second pillar is a surge of foreign investment, especially in future-proof sectors. International capital is pouring into Spain, building tech hubs, data centers, and, crucially, renewable energy projects. Spain is blessed with abundant sun and wind, and it's capitalizing on it. Companies like Iberdrola are becoming global leaders in green energy, turning Spain into a powerhouse of the energy transition. This shift is attracting high-skilled jobs and creating an entirely new economic engine. The third, and perhaps most socially significant pillar, is the transformation of the labor market. For decades, Spain was notorious for its reliance on precarious, short-term work contracts. Recent reforms have dramatically shifted this, encouraging permanent employment and providing more stability for workers. At the same time, immigration has played a vital role. New arrivals are not only filling crucial labor shortages in sectors from agriculture to tech, but they are also young consumers, boosting domestic demand and contributing to a more dynamic economy. Together, these three pillars represent a fundamental shift away from the old, fragile model of growth. But let's not get carried away by the good news. Beneath this shiny new surface, some of Spain's old structural risks are not just lingering, they're evolving. Let's start with the one that caused the last crisis. Real estate, yes, the market is hot again, especially in Madrid, Barcelona, and coastal tourist areas. But look at this gap. House prices are once again dramatically outpacing what local people can actually afford. A massive housing supply deficit, particularly in affordable rentals, is creating a real crisis for young people, pushing them further away from city centers or forcing them to live with their parents well into their 30s. Does this sound familiar? It's a worrying echo of the past. Then there's the second risk, the double-edged sword of tourism. Spain is the second most visited country in the world, and tourism is a massive contributor to its GDP and employment. The beaches are beautiful, the culture is rich, and the food is incredible. But over-reliance on a single industry makes the economy vulnerable. A global pandemic, a security threat, or an economic downturn in key markets like the UK or Germany could hit Spain disproportionately hard. It also puts immense pressure on local infrastructure, drives up rents, and can lead to a phenomenon known as over-tourism, which strains public services and can alienate local residents. Third, while the overall labor market has improved, a stubborn duality persists. Youth unemployment, though down from its crisis peaks, is still among the highest in Europe. Many young Spaniards find themselves trapped in a cycle of low-paid seasonal work, particularly in tourism or in the precarious gig economy. This creates a two-tier system, one with stable, well-paid jobs, and another with insecurity and limited prospects, preventing a large segment of the younger generation from building a stable future. Finally, we have the twin long-term threats, demographics and debt. Like much of Europe, Spain's population is aging rapidly, and its fertility rate is one of the lowest in the world. This demographic pyramid is turning upside down, raising serious questions about the future sustainability of the pension and healthcare systems. Who will pay for the growing number of retirees? Compounding this is a mountain of public debt, at over 100% of GDP. It is a massive liability that limits the government's ability to respond to future crises and requires a delicate balancing act between stimulating growth and maintaining fiscal discipline. So, where does Spain go from here? The path forward is complex. We haven't even touched on the deep economic disparities between its wealthy regions, like Madrid and the Basque Country, and poorer ones, like Andalusia and Extremadura, which fuel ongoing political tensions. Being part of the Eurozone provides a crucial safety net and monetary stability, but it also means Spain could undervalue its currency to boost exports or set its own interest rates to manage its specific economic cycles. In the end, the story of Spain's economy is a fascinating tale of resilience and reinvention. The recovery is real, and it's being driven by new, more sustainable engines, green energy, digital transformation, and a more stable labor market. This is not the Spain of 2008, but the ghosts of the past have not been fully exorcised. The future of the Spanish miracle will depend on its ability to confront these deep-seated structural challenges: housing affordability, economic diversification, youth opportunity, and long-term debt. It's a high-stakes balancing act, a test to see if this nation can finally build a prosperity that is not just impressive, but truly inclusive and lasting. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis interesting, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the global economy.